Welcome back to Heartbeat Arena, episode 61, where we keep it 100% all facts, no cap. It's your host, Trillionaire Chuck, and today we're diving into the Unrivaled League, the 1v1 tournament that happened, right? Where one player stood tall above the rest. We're also going to break down what Draymond Green said about the NBA. He basically was saying, like, man, this shit is fucking boring, man. This shit is fucking boring, right? Is he speaking facts? Or just stirring the pot, right? And you know we save the best for last. Relationship talk. Before we get started, yo, this ain't for casuals, right? This here is factual. Real talk, real game, every word impactful. So hit that subscribe. Turn them alerts on live. Tap that like, show love, don't stall. Please don't stall, because we talking big game, never thinking small. So let's get into it, right? The Unrivaled League recently hosted its inaugural 1v1 tournament, showcasing top-tier women's basketball talent in intense head-to-head matchups. But what are the rules of the tournament, right? Glad you asked. So the format was basically single elimination rounds leading up to the finals, which were the best of 3 series, right? How the scoring was, it was basically like this. Games was played to 11 points or a duration of 10 minutes, okay? Whichever came first. So if it was like, let's say you playing 1v1 and someone hit 11 before the 10 minutes was up, then that person would win, right? If the 10 minutes was up, whoever had the highest score won, okay? They also played with a shot clock, right? 7-second shot clock each possession, right? Make it, take it. Scoring players retain possession. Now, these rules ensure fast-paced and highly competitive games, highlighting individual skills and strategies. I like this. Why do I like it so much? Because you only get 7 seconds to score the ball, right? Listen, ain't no No, you got 7 seconds to get a bucket. Otherwise, turnover. And here's the thing, like if someone missed a shot, so if they shoot it and someone missed it and the defender grabbed the rebound, they could pass it out to it was people on the sideline where they get the ball, they could go to work, top of the key, whatever. It was refs. It was refed. Right? I like this style. Now, who was the winner though? Man, after a series of thrilling matchups, Napisha Collier emerged victorious in the finals against Aaliyah Edwards. And Collier showcased resilience by overcoming a first game loss 6-9 to win the next 2 games, 9-4 and 8-0, securing the championship and the $200,000 grand prize. Sources from Swiss Apparel, right? So here's the question. Will the NBA adopt this format for the All-Star game? Now, views have been down for the All-Star game since Allen Iverson was playing, right? And we talking Allen Iverson with the Sixers. Allen Iverson, who took that Sixers team to the NBA Finals. Views have been down since then, right? The NBA has been exploring ways to enhance fan engagement during All-Star Weekend. The success of the Unrivaled League's 1v1 tournament could inspire the NBA to consider a similar event, offering fans exciting individual matchups and showcasing players' one-on-one skills in a unique format. Now, I said this before in previous episodes. If they did 1v1, viewership would go up. Why? Because now, think about it. Guys like Jimmy Butler who be like, I'm the best. Y'all need to be paying me. I'm better, to go up and showcase that. Imagine Joker playing 1v1 against Giannis and Joel Embiid, and people be looking like, dang, he really ain't that good on the one-on-one level. 1v1 will expose a lot of people who claim they are so-called superstars and let them know, like, hey, you're really not a superstar, right? It would put all that yapping that they be talking will be put to rest. I'm telling you, they should think about this, right? I said it, and look, the W listened. They said, hey, why don't we do a 1v1? So they heard your boy, Trillionaire Chuck, say this before they even did it. They went and did it. Fans loved it. It turned out to be a huge success. But before we continue, we're going to take a quick commercial break. Stay tuned. Don't go nowhere. Okay, we're back. So let's dive into this Draymond Green saying the NBA is boring, right? Sources from The Guardian. So Golden State Warriors forward Draymond Green recently expressed his dissatisfaction with the current state of NBA game play, describing it as boring and lacking substance. He criticized the modern style of play, emphasizing the over-resilience on three-point shooting and a perceived decline in strategic depth. But why is Draymond feeling like this, though? I mean, shoot, he won championships with the league like this, right? I'm just trying to understand, why is he so pissed about it? But what else did he have to say? I mean, the overemphasis on the three-point shooting. Green argues that the game focuses on perimeter shooting has diminished, and diversity of offensive strategies, making games more predictable and less engaging. I think what he was really trying to say was that because teams focus heavily on the three, and again, my friend El Rashad said the same thing. He said the NBA is boring because everybody want to shoot threes, and it trickled down to the college thing. Everybody want to shoot the three, right? They don't play without the ball. Don't nobody post up when they on a fast break. Don't nobody go in for the contact to get fouled and try to lay it up. They'll stop at the three and shoot it. I've seen that, and I was like, whoa, what? I remember back then you would get benched for that, right? So now, what else he say? The decline in physicality, right? Stricter officiating and rule changes have reduced physical play, right? Which Green believes has lessened the game's competitive edge. With him saying that, it's kind of fucking funny, right? It's kind of fucking funny since he's the one always getting kicked out and ejected in the games, and he want to say is the physicality is declining, right? Now, guys are more skilled now. Guards are more skilled. However, bigs are not. Why do I say that? Look at the bigs in the 90s. Every team had a big that could get you 10, 12, 15 points. And today's NBA, you can't, a big now, the lob guy, he just a guy like you throw the ball to him, can't think to make a post move or nothing. He'll catch a lob guy. I can't throw Clint Capella on the block and be like, hey, Clint Capella, go to work. He gonna look like, pass it out. Rudy Gobert. Yeah, the Rudy Gobert. Yeah. Rudy Gobert, you throw the ball to him on the block. He fuck around, may not catch it. Fuck around and little alligator hook. I seen this man catch the ball, free throw line, extended, drive. Did an alligator, didn't even fully extend, but he alligatored it. On left hand, luckily he made it. Ben Simmons, he another one. Go in the post, catch it, throw it back out. Catch it, right, face up and do some dipsy-do shit. The shit looks so unorthodox and not fluid. It's ridiculous, right? The lack of footwork and fundamentals is also what is missing in the NBA, right? So when it comes to physicality, like the ticky-tack fouls, but again, you can't blame the offensive player for learning how human behavior works. If I know I got a person that is gonna, jab at it, all this stuff, or hit the hand, I'm gonna sell the foul. That's not the player's fault. That's the officiating aspect. Officials, what you want it to be? Less fouls being called, so you want to go back to a guy who's getting clotheslined and hammered? No, bro, this ain't rugby. This is basketball, okay? Basketball, physicality and finesse, right? What you mean finesse? Of course, the elegance of it, the footwork of it, the gracefulness of it, to be able to fly through the air and all that other stuff. Yes, the fluidity of this thing. This isn't like, oh, big and strong, clobber you and I. No, bro, we not in them days no more, man. You could still be physical, right? The game is, to me, the game is physical, right? To me, it is. It's gonna be that. So I don't know what he's talking about when he's talking about the decline of physicality, bro. We're not going back to the '80s when niggas was clotheslining people and they was calling that a foul. Now, this is what I will say. It can't be no more soft referees in this game, right? It can't be. Because if a person does a hand gesture, fuck you, ref, all this other shit, bro. No. Refs should not be allowed to throw players out the game for that. Like, if a fight broke out, it shouldn't be a heavy fine or a heavy suspension. Really, it should, okay, fine them $5,000, right? Bam, that's, keep it pushing. It happens. It gets chippy, right? But if you want viewership to go up, you can't put these players on like 2-week suspensions and stuff because of a fight. 1 game max, maybe. Right? Or, matter of fact, slap on the wrist. Hey, man, stop fighting. People forget this is entertainment, right? People want to be entertained, right? And last, he said lack of rivalries, right? So he's talking about he's talking about the decrease in intense rivalries that once fueled fan interest and on-court drama. Still got rivalries, bro. What are you talking about? Like, you still got the rivalries going and everything of that nature. So I don't know what the heck he was on with that one. Rivalries are still there, right? It boils down to too many threes being shot. That's what it boils down to. Everybody wanted to blame Steph Curry for messing the NBA up because of his three-point shooting. And he's like, everybody wants to do that. Steph didn't fuck it up. It was guys that was already doing it before Steph came in the league. Came in the league, I mean. It's coaches not knowing how to fucking coach that fucked it up. Because they want to rely so much on analytics and data instead of coaching. They don't want to develop players. They want them to come already developed. Half of them that come in the league should not even be in the league because they're not fully developed. They're not ready. Yet you draft these people with the expectation that, yeah, they can, the potential. No, that person has to show they want to play. If they don't want to play and they don't want to get better, managers can't be afraid to drop them because they're like, oh, God, well, they're selling seats and shit. There's no fucking way Ben Simmons should still be in the league. No fucking way. At all. To me, he is probably one of the only people who robbed the NBA of money because he was expected to be this player, showed the potential he could be that player. Whatever mental, whatever, he never became that player. But yet, teams is paying this man a shit ton of money. We're not talking $1 million here, $2 million. No, we're talking 14, 20 mil, 30 max deals damn near based off this guy's potential and stuff. Like, owners can't be afraid to be like, you know what, you're not worth the max. Because I can't even keep you for a whole season. You know what's so fucked up? 40-year-old Michael Jordan played all 82 games in the season. Cigar smoking, tequila drinking, Michael Jordan played longer than some of these young cats today. That's sad. But we did have an NBA legend that said something about this. His name was Oscar Robertson, and he responded to Green's comments. He suggested that perceptions of the game's excitement are subjective, basically, and often influenced by individual roles and team dynamics, right? Now, Draymond Green this season is averaging 8.5 points per game, 5.8 rebounds per game, 5.6 assists per game. He's shooting 42.7% from the field, and he's played a total, as of now, 41 games, right? I mean, what I think the NBA needs to do, bring back coaches. Start there. Guys that actually coach, right? Stop having refs that are soft, right? Be so quick to eject and quick to call a foul. I mean, people got to understand in real time, it's hard to call it. what's a foul, what's not a foul, and all this other stuff. You got to bring dogs back in the league. We talking guys that will shut you down, play you full court. Dogs. They ain't afraid to get physical with you. And if the game gets physical, refs got to let it go. They got to let it play. This is basketball. What does the NBA stand for? No boys allowed. There's some reason we let these boys in the house. But it starts with coaching. Coach got to be able to coach. Because just because your team is not the Warriors, but you don't got to play to their game. You don't got to play to their style. Run your style. Play to your advantage. If you have a big lineup, bro, fuck you shooting threes for? And this team is little. If you ain't got the team that can shoot a lot of threes, you don't need to in order to win. Do what's best for you. You got a skill big, feed it. Play in and out. Play off the center. Cut, boom. Drive, kick, replace, all that stuff. But we're going to take another quick commercial break. Stay tuned. Don't go nowhere. Okay, we're going to get into the final segment of the show, relationship talk. Okay, we're back. Had to get my hemp water for this. So here is the question. Do most people fake love in the modern era? Woo, that's tough. Fake? What you mean, Chuck? Well, let's talk about it. Platforms like Instagram and Facebook often showcase curated versions of relationships, leading individuals to project an image of perfection that may not align with reality, right? This, how you want to say, phenomenon can create pressure to fake happiness and affection publicly. I was going to say publicity, but publicly, right? When you sit and talk to your woman, fellas, do she even notice if you're happy? Probably not, because all she cares about is her happiness, right? Because social media is probably showing her, hey, this is what this should be and blah, blah, blah. But somehow women feel like trials and tribulations don't happen, right? They feel like, that don't happen. And guys be looking at it like, oh, this woman, she got to be this look, that look, or she doing this, that, nah. Or they showing like, hey, we taking trips. We got to take trips. And y'all don't own shit. Y'all don't own nothing. Y'all don't have no investment portfolio. Y'all pulling from your 401ks to vacation damn near every month, every 2 months, right? You don't own no land, no stock, no bonds. But y'all taking trips. Because you see others on social media taking trips. You see them blurring out the soft dating, what they call it, soft dating, where you don't make it exclusive and all this other stuff. And when you sharing the picture, you could crop the person out. I don't think that shit is, that's love. Like, yeah. I know so many people that's like, I feel sorry for the dudes that take pictures with these women and they crop them out on their social media platform because they don't want to, that's another story. Okay, let's move on though. Fear of vulnerability, right? Some individuals may feign intimacy or affection to avoid genuine emotional exposure, leading to relationships that lack depth and authenticity, right? Basically, faking it, right? Because they're living off their past, so they're afraid to show emotion, to be vulnerable. I'm here to tell you it's okay to be vulnerable, but be vulnerable with the right person that you trust, because not everybody looks out for your best interest at heart, okay? I was telling a person this, today. She like, guys don't open up. I said, because in the world we live in, it's not meant for a guy to show weakness. And I had to tell her, like, she told me, like, after so many years, the dude she was with, he finally opened up to her. And I told her, I said, when you do that, if a dude opens up to you, that means he love you and he trusts you. And don't belittle him and don't betray his trust. Because it was hard for him to let you in and let you know what goes on, So it's hard. Women be scared to be vulnerable because they be meeting some, they be so quick to jump in relationships instead of knowing if this is someone I could be vulnerable with. Because not everybody you need to be vulnerable with. Because they'll take advantage of that, right? And now she's like, well, all guys are like this, and that's not the case. You just been with the wrong group of guys because you keep choosing the wrong group of guys. Let the guy choose you. Let the guy choose you. Ladies, stop choosing dudes. Let the dudes choose you. Y'all been choosing and been failing. But another thing, transactional relationships. So in certain cases, relationships are formed based on mutual benefits, such as financial security or social status, rather than genuine emotional connection. This dynamic can foster insecure expressions of love. What do you mean, Chuck? Simple. What May say in the song, you don't like me because you don't love me, you only like me because of my status. That's from that Mason Total. Tell me what you want from me, right? Most people, it's sad. Certain women date dudes just because of their status. Clout chasing because he got a name. But does the person got your best interest? Does the person like align with what you believe and want out of life? No, probably not. But you're with them because it makes you popular or it creates clout for you. You're in, you're cool. Like, what? Episode of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air where Will Smith dated this girl. The girl said she was buying Will all these expensive gifts, trying to buy his love, just so she could be popular. To dump Will. She's like, I never cared about you. I just want to be popular. So I know if I was seeing around you, I'd be popular. So, benefits. Some people dating just for money. Some guys date women that are six-figure earners, millionaire earners, and don't give a shit about them, but they just got a lot of money, so they dating them for that because of financial security. That's terrible. That's wrong. So that's why you see that. That's why they call it a transactional relationship. Hey, I got status, so you could date me and you could be popping too, right? Or, hey, I got the money, you could date me and I'll take care of you. They don't even fucking love you. Or they probably fuck loving. They don't even know how to love. And that's the thing. That's why I say fake love transition into the modern era now. There's a lot of that going on. Look at how many people are divorcing after a year of marriage, 2 years of marriage, 3 years of marriage. They can't even pass the 5-year mark. And when they get to the 5-year mark, it's over. It's over. I think, now I'm not blaming social media. I'm not finna go there. However, cultural expectations have or can encourage superficial displays of affection, genuine love, and authentic connections remaining attainable, right? Like that can be attained and stuff, but building a relationship founded on trust, open communication, and mutual respect is essential for fostering true intimacy and countering the trend of counteracting instead of counteracting the trend of fake love, right? In other words, what you might see on TV, on these reality shows or these relationship fake podcasts or whatever, putting on a facade, not being true, like Trillionaire Chuck be giving it to you. You're trying to imitate that, and that ain't what they are doing, ain't translating. Because when you're in a relationship, it's based off of open communication. It is based off of trust. It's based off of a mutual respect. Those are elements that you need to have a true intimate relationship, right? That can last. It's time to rebuild the foundation. Some of y'all need to rebuild y'all foundation, right? Y'all forgot what got y'all together in the first place. But that's our show for today. It's your host, Trillionaire Chuck, reminding you to keep it real, both in life and in love. Oh, make sure to subscribe, like, and drop a comment if you're rocking with the content. And we'll be back next time on Heartbeat Arena.